Stay with England just for a moment. The Gareth Southgate to Man United story has gathered pace.
Yeah.
I honestly, personally think there's absolutely nothing in it.
Okay.
I really do. I'll tell you what is interesting. Lots of talkSPORT punters and presenters have had their say. And everyone who's not a Man United fan has said he'd be good for Man United.
Yeah.
Danny Murphy, Liverpool. And everyone that is connected to the club says, don't be so silly.
Yeah.
What does that tell you?
Well, no, listen, he's a.
Why see, you're smiling.
No.
I really hope Sir Jim Ratcliffe listens to this show.
No, do you know
right? I'll tell you why. Because he must know that when you have a smile on your face talking to the prospect of him going there and me going over my dead body, he must know that that's the most ridiculous.
Well, listen, if he wins the Euros, it changes the conversation.
It doesn't.
Because if you look at his Middlesbrough record, 151 matches, 47 wins, 63 losses, but then Premier League only, 114 matches, 29 wins, he lost 52 times, and he won twice in his last 25 games.
Horrific.
Right, white Premier League level, right? But with England, I mean, his overall record, 91 matches, 59 won, draws 17, lost 15. He's only ever lost one European qualifier against Czech Republic, and he's never lost a World Cup qualifier, which is pretty impressive. He had 90 matches.
See, I think as an international manager, I really think he's excellent.
Right, but also...
Yeah.
He's got to a World Cup quarter-final in 2022, Euros final, which we lost to Italy, and he got to a World Cup semi-final when we lost to Croatia. I think, I get it. I think until
So knockout football is good.
Yeah, I think until he wins something, Gareth Southgate, like if he was to, because we always talk about what is an elite manager, and the first thing we always say is, well, they've got to win something to be elite. They've got to win. They can't win a League Cup or an FA Cup to be elite. They've got to win like a Champions League or Premier League, World Cup, Euro trophies. If he was to win the Euros this year, all of a sudden he becomes an elite manager.
I don't think he does.
What, if you win the Euros? Come on.
If we are successful with the Euros...
And we win it.
Right, yes, hence successful, then we should do everything to keep him for the World Cup.
I know, but what my point is, if he was to say, enough's enough and step down, he's stepping down as an elite manager, winning an elite competition.
Maybe.
Yes, maybe. But you know that. But then because his resume with Den Reed, World Cup quarter-final, World Cup semis, Euros final lost, and Euro won.
I know, but the fact remains that when you talk about him, you smile.
Yeah.
When I talk about him going to your club or Liverpool, I smile.
Yeah, we don't need him.
Yeah, okay, but Liverpool need a new manager.
Yeah, they got bigger fish to fry.
See?
Yeah, bigger fish to fry.
See, the fact that you're laughing, I personally don't think there's anything in the rumours whatsoever. It's just people have come up with this, and it wasn't us, by the way, to make up column inches in newspapers and sell a few. But for the life of I honestly think Erik ten Hag's going to stay there. I think he's going to do a good job for Manchester United. And B, I just don't think there's anything in it whatsoever. I just don't think he's a good club manager.
Question for you.
United fans don't want him.
Question for you.
Yeah.
Ten Hag's won the League Cup.
Yep.
Say he doesn't win anything this season, right? Nothing.
Yeah.
But finishes fourth. And Southgate wins the Euros.
Yeah.
Who's a better manager?
Ten Hag.
Well, he's better than Gareth.
Who's a better manager?
Yeah.
It's impossible.
No, it's not impossible because these are the questions you'd ask me.
It's
not. Gareth wins the Euros.
Yeah.
Ten Hag, no trophies this year. See?
You're comparing apples to oranges.
No, I'm not. They're both managers.
No, but one's an international knockout tournament.
Okay, which one?
Hold on. Where you're allowed to pick the best players from one country, and the other one is completely different. Club level, you're seeing everyone every single day.
Doesn't matter.
It does, Ben.
Okay, Gareth would be elite because he's won the Euros. No. Ten Hag would not.
No, I know where you... Okay, well, same question back to you with Lego Head.
No, but my manager's fine. Yours, there's country. He's not being linked with my club. He's being linked with your club. So I'm asking you...
Liverpool's the one.
Who's a better manager? Ten Hag's better than Gareth if he wins the Euros.
You can't answer that. Well, he's better than Arteta then, going by that.
I'm not asking that question. I need you to answer a question.
He's better than Arteta.
Honestly. Embarrassing.
Okay, well, let me ask you this.
No,
right?
you're not asking me that. Until you answer the question, I'm not answering nothing.
I'll answer it with a question, right?
I'm not answering it.
If that's the case, if you're saying that if he wins it, he's an elite manager and he's better than people that haven't won it, right? Then if you look at the current state of the Premier League at the moment, I'm just bringing up the page, right? Then that means, going by your rule, right, that Gareth Southgate is better than Klopp, Pep.
No.
That's it.
No, it's not. Because
Sorry, only Klopp and Pep are better than him.
No, I didn't say that because I didn't ask.
But going by your rule.
No, it's not by my rule. I asked a simple question about one manager, Ten Hag.
Yeah, but you're saying, is he better than because he won the Euros? No, I don't think he is. Okay, here's my answer to that. I don't think if you win the Euros with a country, you have got what it takes at a massive club. No, I don't.
So Ten Hag, you think is a better manager than Gareth? I think winning a League Cup over a European Championships is what you're saying.
I think Man United are a bigger outfit than England.
No, Mark, I'm not worried about that. I'm talking about the...
You know what I'm talking about.
No,
what else is going to be Benny?
So
you've ripped my Norwich pillow up, so that's annoying me.
So you're basically just saying Ten Hag, regardless what Gareth wins, is better than Gareth.
Yes.
Okay.
I would rather have Ten Hag than Gareth Southgate.
Okay,
Is
cool.
my answer to that
That's fine.
convoluted question.
So you'd rather have not an
Well, I've
elite
just
manager?
answered it.
Okay, cool.
0371722. Who'd you rather have? Lego head or?
Don't need to, man. We don't need a manager.
Well,
We're fine.
You do if you finish the season without anything again.
We won't. Double.
A double, not the double. We'll take calls in at 03717223344. Harley is up next. Hello, Harley.
Hi, lads. How are you doing?
We're good, mate. You?
Speak some sense. Someone that doesn't support Manchester United and doesn't have a dog in the Premier League fight at the moment. No disrespect. Speak some sense.
I've got my toes crossed, my fingers crossed that it does go to United.
Okay.
I love that.
But that sort of like if the Man United board and Sir Jim Ratcliffe are listening, surely they should understand why you're saying that, right?
Yeah, potentially. I wouldn't have them at Derby, put it that way.
You wouldn't.
No. We're sitting comfortably in second in League One. I mean, no, I wouldn't have them. I wouldn't have them at Derby. No.
Well, just explain then why you would like to see him at Man United.
Because it's Man United, and no one likes Man United. I don't particularly like United.
You're saying it because they would fail, in your opinion, horrifically if they got him.
Yeah. I think it'd be for non-Man United fans. I think it'd be hilarious. I think like Darren saying, I think it'd be funny.
Yeah.
Do you not think we'd be reading too much into the whole Middlesbrough thing? Like we're going way back to his record at Middlesbrough, which isn't great. I understand that, but
no, because when you see him with England, people are moaning about him shouldn't be the England manager going into major tournament. We've had conversations now. If you could click your fingers, boom, and get Jose in right now, would you do it?
Yeah.
People are saying yes.
Yeah, we talk about one of the greatest managers ever.
I know, but still.
Do you think if you look back at his England, say we go out and we lose in the final of the semis, and you look back at his time in as England manager, it's a positive. Well, it is, isn't it? I'd say he's done a good job.
Yes, but then we will have that same conversation that we did with the Golden Generation, saying all those great players and we didn't win anything.
Oh my God, this team here, this is the one. I feel like they're cooking nicely.
Richard's up next. Hi, Richard.
Hi, yeah, good afternoon to you both. Are you both well?
We're great. How are you?
Thank you.
I'm good, thank you. I've just got a couple of quick observations. One of them, I think it was yourself earlier who mentioned that our English players too young to be pitted into the international side. Can I just bring you back to the simple fact that a couple of the greatest players ever, one called Pele, he was 16 when he made his debut and went on to become you-know-what.
I asked the question. I said to Benty, some people are suggesting that Kobe Manu's too young. That was my question to Benty.
Right. Okay, my answer to that is no.
I agree
if they're
with
good
you.
enough, if they're good enough, put them in.
If
they're not good enough, they're old enough.
Do you know the only thing I'd say about that, Rich, and it's a great point. I think you're right in what you're saying. But back then, when Pele made his debut, he wouldn't have had to deal with social media, the internet. Whereas now, Kobe Manu, if he makes his debut for England and doesn't do well, he's going to have everyone coming after him. So I think you have to, at a point, maybe just go, do you know what? Let's have a think about it.
Okay, Darren, in 10 years' time, the situation will change again. You're going to say we shouldn't have put Phil Foden in. We shouldn't have put people like that in.
No, but I think like players' welfare, has to come into it. Like you can't just throw young players in at the deep end and go swim. I think at times you have to be a little bit cautious in what you do.
Drip feed them.
A little bit, yeah.
You do a little bit, but there's caution and there's having a go at something and just being prepared to just do something. Being a bit more entertaining. But the other point I wanted to make was when it comes to this appointment for Southgate for Man United, I'll say this. Southgate is one of the few people at this moment in time who is available. Unlike we got a couple of there's a couple of theatrical people like Van Gaal.
Hold on, sorry, he's not available. He's England manager.
Yeah, but after this, we don't know.
No, I know, but you started your sentence by saying he's one of the few managers that is available, but he's not.
Oh, sorry, Mike. In that case, I take that back. I don't mean is available, but could be available.
Okay.
And what I'm saying, I phrased that wrong, so I do apologise. But Southgate, from his demeanour, body language, at this time, as one of the few people who may be available, compared to who is available, is a great fit. England
Richard, are you available? I'd rather have you. Are you available?
now you're taking me.
No, I'm not. I'm not Richard. I promise you. I'd rather have Richard, the Man United fan, in charge of Man United.
You know who I would love to have, and I'd love to see them go all out.
Cool.
Is a proven winner, and they're not going to get him because he probably won't be addressed. Zinedine Zidane.
Yeah, thanks for your call, Rich. He's said that he's never going to manage over here.
I don't know how you can just be so not one-dimensional about Zidane, but why would you say that? Like, Man United, one of the biggest clubs in the world.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Why would you say no to that?
John's up next. Hello, John.
Hiya, guys. I wholeheartedly back Gareth Southgate to Manchester United. And I will personally take the day off work and chauffeur him there to make sure that deal happens.
So I'm glad you phoned up. John, you're a Man City fan, right?
100%.
Yeah.
Now, I like I say, I wholeheartedly condone it. Now, Manchester United are a global brand. They're up there in the top 3, 4, maybe, whatever. Sometimes the number 1 depends on results and all the rest of the good stuff that goes on with it all. Why have you not got an elite manager? Solskjaer, nonsense. Eric Ten Hag, nonsense. Southgate got the England job by default. Nonsense. I'm on record as saying Southgate sat on his hands against an ageing Croatia. We went out, I was shouting at the telly, Gareth, we're going home, do something. And against France, he brought Jack Grealish on for 30 seconds. What on earth were you thinking of? Useless.
Yeah, John, listen, John, thank you for your call. The fact that John's phoned up as a Man City fan and says I'll be chauffeur for the day really underlines just what an, I think, awful appointment it would be.
talkSPORT Drive. Super opinionated sporting debate. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.